video is brought to you by our beautiful sponsor, BeautifulHalo.com. They got whatever your heart desires: hoodies, shirts, pants, and even jackets. They have it all. We would all like to wear some nice clothing, right? Well, Beautiful Halo is a perfect space for that. They have apparel in different anime styles such as JoJo, Dragon Ball, Black Clover, One Punch Man, and even My Hero Academia. They have body pillows of your favorite anime waifus and has bondos if you're into that type of stuff, and many more items to choose from. If you're like the 1% of people who personally hate anime or just aren't into it despite being on this channel, then they got you covered too with a bunch of different stuff for cartoons, movies, shows, and comics, along with popular names such as Star Wars, SpongeBob, Marvel, DC, Rick and Morty, and many more. They have hundreds of different items to fit your clothing style, so you can feel comfortable in public or just around the house. What are you waiting for? Go check out BeautifulHalo.com and use code MEME for 10% off your next purchase. Remember, code MEME. I repeat, use code MEME for 10% off of your next purchase. Again, thank you Beautiful Halo for being our sponsor. Now, into the video. Before we get into this, I'd like to quickly talk about our first sponsor, Beam It. Now, for a limited time only, you can go down to the description box of this video below and use my referral link. My referral link will give you $5 UAD directly to your bank account. Beam It is an app similar to PayPal that launched fairly recently. It uses bank-level encryption to protect your information, and you, the user, must verify each transaction. So, if you're interested in making a quick buck, just sign up with the referral code in the description below, after which you get $5 UAD. You never have to actually use the app again, so technically it's free money.
A couple days after Midoriya got his acceptance letter from UA, he sat in his room and started to go through all of his high school forms and registrations. Deku said to Lasher, "So, we should discuss the hero suit. We've already updated the quirk registration to register you as my quirk. So, seeing as we need a hero suit, what should we do?" Venom said,
"Something cool. I don't really know. You're the one that's always planning these things."
"So, is there any weaknesses I should know about so we can make a suit to get around them?"
"Fire. I don't like fire. It really hurts. Oh, and sonics. High frequency sounds that are above 86 GHz hurt me."
Midoriya grabs his notebook and starts doodling a design. "So, we need to encompass these weaknesses. The suit should be resistant to blunt trauma just in case, and we should also adapt it for fire. So, that means making it fireproof, which means that you can hide behind it if need be. That's something we have to take into account for if we ever face Kacchan. The Sonics are a problem though, really. I don't see a way around this. Also, in case anything happens where I lose you, I need to add a couple extra weapons to this suit."
"I got something perfect for you. A firearm with the rubber bullets. This can hurt people and distract opponents without being lethal. I know that's a concern for you."
"Thanks, Venom. I also need another couple items like smoke grenades, tear gas, a gas mask, pouches for medical supplies, and chocolate and other food, since I know it satisfies your need for your human flesh. Is that all you can think of, Venom?"
"Yeah, but now I'm hungry."
"Yeah, when we're done we can go for some chocolate and milkshakes."
"Yes, I would love that."
"So, we just need to add up the last costs, and we barely fit under the clothing allowance. So, we just need to send these in, and we'll finally have a hero suit. Let's go! We'll get some chocolate on the way, too." Time passes, and the first day at UA arrives. Midoriya at the entrance of his house ties his shoes. Inko says, "Are you sure you packed everything you need? You didn't just pack 4 action figures, right?" Venom says,
"Why is she pestering us? We have everything we need. We should get rid of her."
Midoriya then says, "Yeah, I got everything I need, Mom." Midoriya tries to leave, but before he can, Inko says, "Izuku, I'm proud of you." Izuku then smiled at that gesture, then said, "See you later, Mom." Midoriya leaves through the door. He then says to Venom, "You can't just say stuff like that, Venom. She's my mother." Venom says,
"I don't understand what that means."
"That means she brought me into this world."
"So, she's your spawner?"
"Yeah, in a way. But she also took care of me and made sure I was safe and happy."
"Not quite the same setup in my world. But okay, I won't say stuff like that about her."
Fast forward to a while later, when Deku was at UA, he started running through the halls, then said, Class 1A, where is it?" Venom then said,
"There it is."
Deku then finds a giant door. Then Venom said,
"A door shouldn't be that big."
I was about to say the same thing. Deku just stands in front of the door for a moment. Venom then said,
"Why are we just standing here?"
Deku said to Venom in his mind, "I'm just contemplating who's gonna be in our class." Midoriya then opens the door. Ida then said, "Take your feet off that desk right now. It's the first day of school and you're already disrespecting this academy by dirtying school property, you cretin." Bakugo said,
You're kidding me, right? Did your old school put a stick up your ass or were you born with it?
Ida then said, "Let's start over. I'm Tenya Ida from Soulmate Private Academy." Bakugo said,
Soulmate, huh? So you must think you're better than me. I'm gonna have fun tearing you a new one.
Ida then said surprised, "You threatened me, your own classmate. Are you sure you're in the right place?" Bakugo scoffs and leans back, noticing Midoriya who is standing next to the door. Ida looks at where Bakugo is looking at and sees Midoriya. Ida then said, "It's you." Everyone started staring at Midoriya. Midoriya said, nervously while looking away, Hi." Ida starts making his way towards Midoriya. Then Ida says, "Good morning. My name is Tenya Ida from the..." Venom starts saying in Midoriya's head.
Why is he repeating himself?
Deku says to Ida, "Yeah, I know, my name is Izuku Midoriya. It's super nice to meet you." Ida stopped and said, "Midoriya, you realize there was something more to the practical exam, didn't you? You must be very perceptive. And I completely misjudged you. I admit, as a student, you are far superior to me." Midoriya is about to refute these claims when Uraraka comes up behind Midoriya. Uraraka said,
"Hey, I recognize that messed up hair. The black suit guy. Midoriya, right? I'm so glad you passed the practical exams. Thanks for saving me."
Venom said in Midoriya's head,
Why are your neuroperipherin levels rising?
Midoriya shushed Venom. Uraraka then said, "Hey, what do you think we're doing today besides orientation? I wonder what the teachers are like. I can't wait to meet them." Aizawa then came up from behind her, scaring the students. Aizawa then said, "If you're just here to make friends, might as well pack your stuff up now. Welcome to the UA Hero Course." Aizawa gets up from the floor and says, "It took 8 seconds before all of you shut up. That's not gonna work. Time is precious and rational students understand that." Everyone started staring at Aizawa, wondering who he was. Aizawa says, "Right, let's get into it." He grabs students' sports uniforms from his sleeping bag. Ida says, "Isn't that a little unsanitary?" He then says, "Put these on and meet me outside." A little while later in the PE grounds, Aizawa informs the students that they will be doing a quirk assessment test. Uraraka says, "But orientation, we're gonna miss it." Aizawa says, "If you really want to make the big leagues, you can't waste your time on pointless ceremonies. Here at UA, we are not tied by traditions. This means I get to run my class however I see fit." The class is surprised at the statement. That's when Aizawa turns to them and says, "You've been taking standardized tests all your lives, but have you ever actually got to use your quirks in a physical assessment before? The country is still trying to pretend that we're all created equal, by now letting those with the most power excel. It's not even rational. One day the Ministry of Education will learn." When outside, Aizawa turns to Bakugo and says, "Bakugo, you managed to get the most points out of the entire exam. What was your farthest softball throw in middle school?" Bakugo says, 67 meters, I think. Aizawa tells Bakugo to use his quirk this time, and gives him the softball. Bakugo throws the ball, and is backed up by a huge explosion. The ball reaches 705.2 meters before burning up. The class gets very excited. Aizawa then says, "All of you need to know your maximum capabilities, the most rational way of figuring out your potential as a pro hero." Aizawa then shows the score. Kaminari then says, 705.2 meters? Are you kidding me? Mina then says, "Ooh, that looks like fun." Sero then says, "Nice, we get to use our quirks as much as we want." Aizawa then said, "So, you think this looks fun, huh? You have 3 years to become a pro hero. You think it's all gonna be fun and games? Idiots! Today, you'll complete 8 physical tests to determine your potential. Whoever comes in last will be expelled, effective immediately." Venom said in Deku's head,
This guy's very unpleasant.
Midoriya started thinking, "Still, I think we can pass, but in any case, let's do our best here. We can't get expelled." Uraraka then said, "Hey, that's unfair. It's our first day. You can't just expel us. We worked hard to get here." Aizawa then said, "Oh, and natural disasters are? Or power-hungry villains? Or catastrophic accidents? No, this world is full of unfairness, and it's a hero's job to combat that unfairness. If you want to be a pro, you're gonna have to push yourself to the brink. For the next 3 years, UA will put you through one terrible hardship after another. So go beyond, plus ultra style. Show me that it's no mistake that you got here." The first test that they do is a 50-meter dash. Midoriya, thinking, says, "Okay, Venom, I need your help here. Let's go as fast as we can." Venom said in Midoriya's head,
Got it.
The Venom symbiote starts overtaking Midoriya's body, making the suit he had in the entrance exam. Aizawa says in his head, "So he's the boy with the strange substance. A transformation quirk, I presume." Midoriya then starts and completes the test in 4.7 seconds. Midoriya in his head says, "Thanks, Venom. We didn't do that bad on this one, but we should probably step it up." Venom said in Midoriya's head.
Okay.
Next is the group test. Midoriya manifests Venom around his hand and pushes as hard as he can, managing to score 147 kilograms. In the standing long jumps, Midoriya uses the full Venom suit. When he jumps, 2 tendrils hit the ground, propelling him even farther. Midoriya misses the sand pit. Aizawa thinks, so Midoriya can manipulate the transformations to make objects, an interesting quirk, since it seems to strengthen his physical abilities as well. The next test is the repeated sidestep jumps. Midoriya starts, and Aizawa uses his quirk on Midoriya since he started a little bit too early. The Venom suit then started to peel off, returning to Midoriya. Midoriya says, "What's going on?" Venom says to Midoriya in his head,
He was trying to block your alpha waves. It's what activates your quirk. It'd be suspicious if you didn't stop using your power.
Aizawa said, "I erased your quirk. You started a little bit too early. It would have been irrational to let you waste your strength if it's not going to count. Let's try that again." Midoriya starts doing the sidestep jumps. He then starts thinking, "What's wrong with being found out, Venom?" Venom says to him,
If we're found out, we'll be experimented on by very bad people.
Deku responds and says, "Okay then, but who are these bad people?" Venom in Midoriya's head says,
Don't know. Don't remember.
Aizawa says, "That's enough, Midoriya." The next trial is a softball throw. Midoriya manages to throw the ball 293.23 meters. After that is a distance run, a test Midoriya manages to do very well on. Venom provided the extra stamina. After that, they did the seated toe touch and sit-ups. The tests are now done. Aizawa combines the scores and shows them to the class. In this version of events, Midoriya got 7th place. Aizawa then says, "And as for who's going home, that was a logical deception to get you guys to give it your all." Everyone breathes a sigh of relief. Momo then says, "I'm more surprised that none of you guys figured it out. Maybe I should have said something." Most of the class says, "Maybe you should have." Bakugo is a bit mad that he didn't get first place. He goes up to Midoriya, and Midoriya thinks he's about to attack him, but Bakugo says, "Not bad, Deku." He then walks away. Midoriya and Ida kind of hit it off and start going to the station after school. While talking, Venom says in Midoriya's head,
She's coming.
Midoriya then stops and turns around, causing Ida to do the same. Uraraka runs behind them, trying to catch up. Uraraka then blurts out, "Hey you two, are you guys going to the station? I'll join you guys if so." Ida says, "Oh, you're the Infinity Girl." Uraraka says, "I'm Ochako Uraraka, nice to meet you. Tenya Ida, and your name is Deku Midoriya, right?" Midoriya says, "Deku?" Venom in Midoriya's head says,
She got your name wrong.
Uraraka then says, "Yeah, isn't that what Bakugo called you?" Deku says, actually it's Izuku Midoriya. Deku is what Kachan calls me to make fun of me." Uraraka then says, "Oh, right, you told me. Sorry, I didn't realize. But you know what? I like the name." Midoriya then says, "Well, you can call me that if you'd like." Ida then responded, "Just like that? Weren't you saying it was an insult?" Venom said in Midoriya's head,
He's right. Why let her call you a name that you hated until now?
It may have been an insult at first, but I'm embracing that name. Deku's now the name of a hero.
The four of them make their way to the train station to go home, unaware of the trials ahead. Thank you all for watching the video till the end. Now there's a few things I'd like to say before the video ends. Firstly, I'd like to let you guys all know we have a merch store. Some of the items will only be available for a limited amount of time, so if you're interested in the description below, you can check it out. Each purchase helps us make more content. Lastly, on behalf of We the Celestials, I'd like to thank the writer for this video, Noah Stories, as well as the editor for this video. Their details will be in the description below. If you're a voice actor, editor, or writer, or are interested in becoming one of those, go to the Discord that's in the description below of this video, and hit up one of the head members of those areas. We're always looking for new members to join us.
That's it for today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and as we say, peace out, mortals.